Hi. It's 1 week pre-op and I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I am not doing very well. I am in so much pain. I've been putting this pressure on myself that I have to do everything that I won't be able to do post-op, before I'm actually having the surgery. So I've been trying to fit as much as possible into my schedule, and I don't deal with stress in a very good way. From the lower back and up, I am in a lot of pain. It's now 11:30 and I just managed to get up. My boyfriend has been trying to wake me up for 3 hours and I've had so many alarms, but I just can't. The past 1 or 2 weeks has been so difficult to get up in the morning because especially in the morning my body is hurting so bad. And I've been reading a lot lately, in the SRS group on Facebook. I'm not personally on Facebook, but my boyfriend is in the group for me. And there has been so many people talking about the different kind of techniques when you're having surgery, and I've been reading a lot about the technique that I'm having, which is when you remove the cartilage. There is that technique, and then there is the Dr. Hansen technique when you try to fixate everything together. And there has been so many people talking good about Dr. Hansen technique and talking about how removing the cartilage has screwed them up for life. So I'm getting really anxious, and I'm starting to have these catastrophic thoughts about surgery making everything worse, and that I might be putting myself in a bad situation here. I'm having the wrong kind of surgery and those kinds of thoughts, and it's just a bit too much for me to handle right now. It would have been easier if I could just trust the process and trust the fact that the surgeons are really good surgeons and they're doing their best and they know what they're doing, you know. I know that that is true, but I'm struggling to actually, I don't know. I'm just a bit anxious and worried that things will get worse, because that's my absolute nightmare. If I would die, that's one thing, then I'm gone and I don't have to think about it. But if I wake up after surgery and I'm in a lot of pain and that pain just stays, that the pain gets worse than it is right now, that's a scenario that I can't really comprehend. I don't know what I would do. So yeah, brutally honest here. I'm sorry for being so depressing, but I just wanted to show you what the reality is right now, because I think it's important to show all parts of this. I've been waiting for 15 years to have this surgery, and now it's finally happening. It's in 1 week and I can't really grasp it. I'm both super anxious and super hopeful at the same time, but I don't really dare to hope so much, so I'm mainly anxious. I'm about to cry, but I've been crying so much lately, so I'm gonna try not to. Today I'm going to work, and tomorrow is my last day at work before surgery, so I'm just gonna try to enjoy being at work because I love my job and my colleagues. So I'm just gonna try to be in the moment and give them all air hugs, not actual hugs, because then I might get corona. Oh. Okay, I'll see you later. one thing that normally makes things better for me mentally when I'm in a lot of pain physically is if I have the possibility to go for a walk. And I know that that's something that I won't be able to do for a while in the beginning of the post-op time. But I do have this balcony and I can like see nature a bit from here. So I'm just hoping that I'm actually in a state after surgery that I can, you know, go out to my balcony and get the sky and stuff like that. Just be outside a little bit because I live on the 4th floor and walking up and down those stairs is like painful enough when you're not post-op. Just like being anyone, it hurts. So I think I won't be able to leave the apartment for a very long time, except for being on my beautiful balcony. So I'm feeling really blessed right now that I have this balcony. And I'm gonna show you another thing. Down there is what I'm taking to work. That blue bike. Let's see if I can. Ooh. That blue bike, baby blue bike, is mine. Baby blue is my favorite color if you haven't noticed by now. And this orange Vespa is also mine. So that's what I'll be taking to work today. And there is one more thing that I would like to mention. I understand that my videos are very different from one another. I do want to inspire others. That's like my main goal with everything. Recently I found that making YouTube videos is really fun and it's something that I want to continue doing. But just because I'm like jumping out of windows and cleaning everything in my apartment and like jumping up and down and stuff like that doesn't mean that I'm not in pain and not struggling, because that's just life. You have good days and you have bad days. And also, just because I'm posting this video where I'm talking a lot about pain and mainly the struggles doesn't mean that I'm always like this. It goes a lot like up and down. Some days are better than others. And I'm just starting to think that maybe people will think that I'm like making stuff up, or that I'm not in as much pain as I'm saying, or that it's reversed, that I'm like faking all of my happy videos. But I'm really not. Even if I'm having like a bad day, making YouTube videos has made those bad days better recently, because then I can take at least my mind off the pain. I hope that you can understand and hopefully relate to the fact that, you know, having something to do and trying to focus on the positives really is important. And I want to encourage everyone who are in the same situation as me to try to do that more, because I've been struggling with that so much, to focus on the positives, and I just need to do it more. I think all of us has to do it more. Try to do whatever makes you happy as much as you can. I'm not saying like making YouTube videos or going for walks will heal you or make your ribs or anything else hurt less. But it's important to try to understand how your mentality affects your physical well-being. Like right now, for example, I'm really happy that the sun is out and that I have a balcony to sit on and that I can afford food and that my boyfriend cooks for me every day. Just the fact that I have a boyfriend and I know in my heart that he's here for me and that he will be here for me post-op and hopefully for a long time. And the fact that I have friends that loves me and will hopefully come and play cards with me post-op. Autumn is coming and that is my favorite time of the year. I hope that I will be able to take at least one walk in the park this autumn and watch the leaves as they change colors and see them falling to the ground. It's impressive how the tiny things that are actually big things can change your perspective. Just 1 hour ago I felt so bad, but now I'm feeling a bit better, feeling a bit more optimistic. This lighting just makes my eyes pop. Okay guys, change of plans. I just now received a letter from the hospital that my surgery has been postponed. So it was planned for next Wednesday, but now it's postponed until the end of October. I knew that this could happen, and I'm assuming that someone with a more like acute state will be having surgery instead of me. Since it is a thoracic type of surgery, they also do lungs and hearts and stuff that can actually like make you die if you don't fix it. So I get it. But oh, this sucks so much. I've been putting so much time into trying to get used to the idea of having surgery in 1 week. And I waited so long for this. I'm like shaking. I think I'm in a bit of shock right now. The world is unpredictable right now. For all that I knew, there could have been like a huge second wave of corona and it could have been postponed or even like cancelled. So, but of course now I start to think that if they postpone it one time, they might postpone it again. Ah, shit. So this messed up my day a bit. I've been planning my whole year based on this surgery. When I was told in January that I was gonna have it like within 3 months, that was what I started planning around and like starting to try to prepare myself for. And then it got postponed because of Corona. Then I've been planning basically my entire summer, and you know, I've been working extra to be able to afford to be off work. But now it's looking like I might not afford paying rent when I'm sick. So this is a huge punch in my stomach right now. So the whole not crying today thought that I have didn't happen. I'm just like crossing all my fingers again that I will actually be having surgery in October and that they won't postpone it again. So I have to regroup now. I have to gather my thoughts and try to adjust to this. I'm gonna try to listen to myself earlier. I'm gonna try to think about the good things, like him. And the fact that I get to ride my Vespa for 1 more month. And that I will maybe actually get to see the leaves change colors in the park. I just arrived at work and I had this thought when I was driving, and it's the fact that on days like this I'm really thankful that I'm actually capable of still going to work. I know that many people in my situation are worse off on a daily basis than I am, because having a job to go to that you actually like, where you feel appreciated and you feel like you're actually needed by someone, it helps me keep sane when I have too much to think about. So yeah, this day took another turn. Just look how beautiful she is. And I got a matching helmet and my matching backpack. Of course. And what? You don't want to be in the video. I'm at work now. I'm on my break. And this is my friend and colleague. Hi. Bestest friend in the world. Yay! And she has cheered me up today. My other colleague as well, but he didn't want to be in the video. I am back home and this has been a really rough day. But as I mentioned before, we have good days and we have bad days. So hopefully tomorrow is a good day, or at least a better day. I'm feeling a bit anxious and worried about posting this video because I'm feeling really vulnerable right now, but all people do sometimes, and I think that it's really important for us to show that side as well. Right now I am really thankful for all the support that I get and that I have people around me who will support me when I'm not really capable of supporting myself. Thankfully I live where the system works in my favor. I pay a lot of taxes in order for me and other people to be able to be off work when they need to. That makes it possible for people to have surgery when they need it. So I know that everything will work out. I just have to fix it. And that is stressing me out. But I know that I can do it. I will do it. I will get through this as well. I've been waiting 15 years for this surgery, so I know that I can wait 1 or 2 more months. It's just really rough right now. One of my colleagues, he's very religious. He is a Muslim. And even though I don't believe in God, he said something that just made so much sense today. He said that if I will not be having surgery next week, which I won't be having, I wasn't supposed to be having surgery next week. I don't know why that made so much sense, but it just did. Thank you so much for watching this video and joining me on this crazy, crazy journey that I'm on. I hope that I can in some ways inspire you or give you some kind of hope, even though this video wasn't very joyful. I will be posting more updates and hopefully I have better news next time. Yeah. Bye.